What up, guys? What up? What up? You already know it's your boy AB doing a video. Let's go. Let's get right into it. So, I want to talk to you guys about inspirational things and teach you guys like things that you can do that is very inspirational and motivational in your life just to keep you guys going. You know what I mean? Like, I always need that motivation and I always love sharing the motivation. But, like, I've always also been that type of person where I can give you great advice but couldn't take it myself. So like I'm learning just like everybody else to work through my problems and fix them and correct them for 2020. So like I said, I want to get into it and just talk about like things we can do to change and things we can do to better ourselves. So be motivational and to inspire to do more for others and for yourself. It's all about what you see and how you see it and how you speak of it. So I would call it lens and language. So your lenses is what you see and your language is what you speak. So if you speak something into existence and you put it into the universe, like, oh, I want to do good and I'm going to do better and I'm going to do this, and you're attracting that type of energy to you. So you're naturally going to follow that path, and your body's going to naturally follow that path onto where you want to learn and what you want to do. Now, lens is all about how you see it. So, you can be at the top and looking down at the bottom, you have a different vantage point than everybody else, just as if the bottom was looking up at the top, they have a different vantage point. So, it's all about how you see things and how you take that in. So, when you see things and the way you see things might not be as harsh as what you think. So, if, for instance, someone who thinks that they're really poor, but they only have because they only have $1 million in their bank account, it's like, wow, how can you think you're poor? Oh, because you had 100 million before, so those are like the way you see things, from the outside in, and the way you perceive things in life is very important. So lens and language. So we want to talk about the language now. Now speak it into existence. Like, so you see that you can do a plan and you want to do the plan. Now you have to speak that plan into existence and do whatever it takes to get that plan done. Don't just speak about it, but you have to act on it as well, But language is very important because you can sit there and be like, keep telling yourself every day, I'm a failure and I suck and I don't do this and I don't do that. But, that's just you putting yourself down. So language is important, and language is growth. So now we'll go into about, making decisions in life. And life is all about making decisions. Life is all about making decisions and building the odds in your favor. That's what it's all about. So when you make these decisions should make your odds in your favor, and that's how it should work. And you need a system to do that, in order to do that, in order to execute it. Like, you can't just, sit here and make a random decision, and expect the odds to just be in your favor right off the rip. You need a system to make those odds in your favor. So making those decisions are very important. So then we got back down to lens and language. So we're making good vision, and we're also making good talk to line us up for our system that is going to place us in a part where we have great odds in our favor because of the decisions of using our eyes and our language, and the decisions that we did will push us forward and grow. It's all about speed and growth. So your language is what'll get you to the next level, but it could also prevent you from going to the next level. So like I said, you can speak things bad upon yourself every day and say, I can't and I won't and I'm trying. Those words are like bad vocabulary. This is my goal for 2020 to not use those words. So, your language can prevent you from getting to the next level, but your best friend is speed. Now, if you increase speed, let me tell you, your whole life can change. So if you speed things up a little bit more, your life can change. You just basically go 0 to 100. You know what I mean? So back in 1977, they had the Ferrari 308. Now this Ferrari 308 did 0 to 60 in 8.1 seconds. Now let me tell you, back in 1977, that was some impressive stuff going on there. Like, hands down, for a Ferrari going 0 to 60 in 8.1 seconds, it was the biggest deal. One of the fastest cars in the country. Was crazy, right? But if you was to take a Ford Focus from today in 2019 and bring it to 1977, that Ford Focus would be just as fast, if not faster, than the Ferrari back then. So, that goes to show you, like, 20 years later, from 1977 to 1997, 20 years later, the Ferrari 355 went 4.9 seconds, and 20 years later from that, in 2017, the Ferrari 488 GTB goes 2.9 seconds. You know what I'm saying? So what do you think is going to happen in the year 2037? You know what I mean? Like 0.9 seconds. We went from 0 to 60 in 8.1 seconds, and then 0 to 60 in 4.9 seconds, and then 20 years later, it's 2.9 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's 2037 going to be 20 years later? It's going to be 0.9 seconds? Like, that shit's going to be crazy. So that's the point. With speed is growth. Now, throughout those years, those 20 years, what they did was they worked out the crinks and the cranks, the little parts and the pieces that needed to be added and taken away, and fix what needed to be fixed. And every 20 years, these cars just got faster and faster and faster and faster, and and the growth was amazing. They grew so much. Ferrari, we know Ferrari. It's just amazing what kind of machines they have right now. So without growth, you can't really get anywhere, and without a system, you can't have growth. So you have to develop a system in order to get the growth and continue to move on. Now, I can talk about this forever, and I can continue on. What's up, people? But I'm over here watching How to Crush It in 2020 with Gary. Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary Vaynerchuk. Okay. There you go. I'm gonna go ahead and play the video.
Ambition's funny as fuck. Just sitting here getting ready for the new decade. So aware of what the eyes on me mean. People think I'm there, I'm fed, I'm crowned, I got it. People are super confused. I haven't even fucking started. When you come from dirt, that dirt never leaves you. When you come from fighting for yours, that fight's always in you. Don't get the headlines and the accolades and the trophies and the decimal points confuse you. This little memo's for everybody who knows exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. The masses are confused, but I'm not. Ground zero every fucking day. Think I did something in the last 10 years? Wait. Wait. We are living through a transitional, transformative technology known as the internet. It is now finally 25 years old and mature. Everybody has it. Everybody has it all the time. and the whole world is getting flipped upside down. And you have an opportunity to take a piece of it. The problem is everybody wants to take the whole piece. Everybody's like, Gary, I'm going to build the next Twitter or Uber or Facebook. Everybody's going to build $1 billion company. News alert, you're not building $1 billion company. How about just building a company that you like and makes you happy? How about just doing something you like every day? Everybody's got to, right? Like, how about that?
It's true.
How about people in here realizing that they have a job that might pay them a little bit more than something else, but they hate it, but they're not willing to live in a more humble home or drive a more humble car, and so they have a miserable job just to pay for shit that they have to impress other people that they don't even like.
Woo!
How about that fucking conversation?
Damn.
It has never been easier, and I don't like using the word easy, but I'm going to say it. It has never been easier to make $100,000 a year because of this. The problem is everybody thinks you have to make $1 billion, and the problem is nobody has humility to live $100,000 lifestyle. I think we have to change the conversation in our society. 7 billion people need to change the conversation of what success looks like. It is not to make $1 billion. It is to actually wake up in the morning and be in a good mood.
Dang. You see what I'm saying? Let me pause this. This is what I'm talking about. So, like, he's breaking it down and bringing it to a whole nother level. So, he just said it's actually, like, to wake up and just be in a good mood. Like, whatever happened to that? Like, that doesn't exist anymore. You know what I mean? Like, waking up and just being in a good mood. Like, it's just crazy. Like, you literally have to wake up because you're forced to wake up. And you're waking up because you're forced to go to work. And you're forced to go to a shitty job to pay for some shit that you don't fucking even really need. You're just forced to live that way. Or a mental thing. Let's continue to watch.
And whether that is me, who loves the game of entrepreneurship so much that he goes so hard every day because he just loves what he does, or if it's somebody who only wants to work 25 hours a week because all their other passions are so interesting to them and that's what is good for them, we have to allow for everything. We have to allow for everything because everything is true and everything is real. And you need to figure out, my biggest fear of my popularity is that you think you have to do it like me. The only hope I have when you look at me is that you try to figure out your version of you that makes you as happy as my version of me makes me. I want to remind everybody here, I'm 43 years old, which means when I loved entrepreneurship in America, nobody else did. It was not popular. So I loved this thing before it was this thing. And guess what? When the economies collapse, everybody's going to go off of entrepreneurship and go back to a job, and I'm going to still love this thing. When it's not as cool as it is today. When there isn't sneakers and fans, I'm going to still like it because it's mine. I've always done it, and I always will. You need to figure out that for you. Not what your parents think, not what I think, not what the comments think, you. Yeah.
Let's go. Run it up.
The single biggest thing, in my opinion, that the majority of these people in this room are doing wrong. This is number one. I believe that 98% of the people in this arena right now buy too much dumb shit. I have become crazy fascinated as I've lived my life of trying to understand why the fuck so many of my parents' immigrants, friends, other immigrants, and just immigrants in general have a disproportionate success rate in the framework of America. And I finally figured it out.
What's that?
They're not smarter. It's not even necessarily that they work harder. It's that they come to America and they buy nothing stupid for 15 fucking years. They just live like shit. buy nothing, save money, buy a business, and move on. The level of insecurity that is permeating this country so that people end up buying cars and houses and clothes that they can't afford to impress people that they don't even like is the great epidemic in our society.
Wow. It is an epidemic, but, you know.
I get to say this from truth. I lived my 20s, all my 20s, 22 to 29, my 20s in a shitty fucking apartment in Springfield, New Jersey. I didn't buy any fucking clothes. I didn't have swag fucking sneakers. I went on no fucking vacations. I just fucking worked and saved money. And I was building a business for my parents, not even for myself. So when I tell people to be patient, it's easy because I lived it. I don't stand up here ever talking about shit that I didn't actually do first. And so, if you're not pumped, if you're not like loving life, before you try to figure out the hook or the secret, or if you think Tony's gonna rejigger your fucking brain, or I'm gonna give you some fucking secret to do on fucking Instagram that's gonna change everything. Before you think about that, go home and look at your fucking credit card bill and stop buying dumb shit. Because when you don't buy dumb shit, that money stays in the fucking bank and you can do something with your fucking life. Instead of having a new pair of fucking Off-Whites. Who the fuck you flossing for? Fuck.
Case of some of the things that I watch on YouTube and some of the different viewpoints in life that can help you leverage. And I want to be motivational to you guys. I want to give you guys motivational talks. I want to help you guys push yourselves to the next limit. But I also need help myself. So my help would be that, I'm good at giving you guys advice and I'm good at showing you the way, but I'm not good at taking my own advice. So it's like, I can teach you like, hey man, you should open up a car dealership and you can make $1 million in a year, and it's this easy to do it and this and third, and then you do it and you become successful and you're like, man, why didn't you open up a dealership? Why didn't you do this? And it's like, I don't know how. I just, and I think that's something I gotta learn. It's like I gotta act on it. It's like not that I don't know how to do it. It's just like more about acting on it and taking action on what you want to get done. So, I just wanted to keep it short and sweet for you guys and give you guys a little touch up on what exactly I'm going to be showing you on my YouTube channel for the days to come. I'm going to try to be doing more blogging, a little bit of interviewing, questioning for you guys, questioning for me. Just comment below, like, share, and subscribe to this video. And let me know what you guys think. And I appreciate all the feedback, whether good or bad, And let's go, man. 2020 right around the corner. Let's run it up. We got more festivals we're doing, more celebrities we're going to be meeting, more things to be talking about. I'm going to talk to you guys a lot about, we're going to talk about Tekashi 6ix9ine. We're going to talk about Wack 100. We're going to talk about The Game. We're going to talk about Adam 22. We're going to talk about a lot of controversy in the streets, a lot of the street politics. We're also going to talk about motivation and how to stay positive, and we're also going to talk about growth and financial stuff, money. These are all the things I want to talk to you guys about, and these are all the things I want to share. So you already know, it's your boy AB. Holla at me. Follow me on Instagram at it's your boy AB. Also, A to B Units. Find me on Instagram. Also, like, share, and subscribe to this video. I don't know if I told you that, but saying it again. Let's go. You already know. And let's take it. Holla at me.